Hello, great people. Rather than for the dispute between Senator Natasha Akpabio and Senate President Godswill Akpabio to get resolved, it is getting more messy as Senate President Godswill Akpabio has dragged Senator Natasha to court and is making 6 demands as regards the satirical apology letter that Senator Natasha Akpabio wrote on her Facebook page against the Senate President Godswill Akpabio. In this video, I'll be dissecting a lot of things for you. I'll be unpacking it for you so much so that I'll be reading 3 important things for you and we'll be analyzing the associated issues. First, I'll be reading for you the order of court, then I will read for you the satirical letter, then I would also read for you Akpabio's prayer in court. First, let me tell you about the order of court before reading it for you. You will recall that the matter between Senator Godswill Akpabio and Senator Natasha Akpabio is in court as regards sexual harassment. So the judge gave an order that there should be no discussion about the issue in the social media space. There should be no media interview, that the parties involved should not discuss it. An order that apparently favors the Senate President Godswill Akpabio. And I'm still coming to analyze for you the politics of silence. Whether Akpabio has truly complied to that, I'll be dissecting it for you. But first, let me quickly read you the order of court as stated in court, and I need you to listen carefully, because when you listen, you would now understand whether the Senator Natasha Akpabio played into Akpabio's hands, and as Senator Natasha Akpabio truly breached the order of court. Now I will read you the order of the court. It says, "It is hereby ordered as follows, that there shall be no press interviews by all parties and counsels as regards the subject matter of this suit," that's the sexual harassment suit. 2, that there shall be no streaming or social media posts. Take note of that there shall be no streaming or social media posts as regards this case. 3, that there shall be no television analysis of this subject matter while this case is sub judice. 4, that this case is hereby adjourned to 12 May 2025 for hearing, issued at Abuja under the seal of this honorable court. Now, that is the order of the court. Now, that is, I think, that's the court of Justice Binta Inyako. Now, this is the satirical letter that Senator Natasha Akpabio that she released afterwards. And I asked you earlier that as Natasha played into the hands of the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, did she discuss the subject matter? And you will see now. And I think the answer is yes, because in this particular satirical apology letter, she discussed the subject matter and she even mentioned Godswill Akpabio's name expressly. Now, let us read the satirical apology letter quickly. It says, "Satirical apology letter from the desk of Senator Natasha Akpabio. Dear distinguished Senate President Godswill Akpabio." That is how it is written in the letter. Dear distinguished Senate President Godswill Akpabio. So for saying that alone, that means that you have brought Akpabio in and you have discussed the subject matter. I look forward to your impression in the comment section as Natasha served into the hands of Akpabio, and I will tell you Akpabio's prayer in court in a moment. Akpabio is making 6 demands. They are fighting really dirty in court, and those 6 demands, I'll be reading it out to you. Are they logical? Does it kind of like make sense? Are they enforceable? Now, let us continue with the satirical apology letter, and I rushed through it quickly. "It is with deepest sarcasm and utmost critical regret that I tender this apology for the grievous crime of possessing dignity and self-respect in your most exalted presence." I think this particular letter, I think I should leave you to go to the Facebook page of Senator Natasha Akpabio. If you touch Natasha Akpabio, you would see it on her page, and it's one of our latest posts. I think to save time, it is okay for you to go there and read it. But then the one that is not in the public domain, that is a bit exclusive, is the prayer of Akpabio in court, and I have that here. So let me not waste time on the one that you can easily lay your hands on, which is the satirical apology letter on Senator Natasha Akpabio's page. And I've analyzed it before on this platform. I've read it out before, so don't let me bore my ardent viewers. Let me give them the one that they've never heard of or seen before, which is the order of the court, what Akpabio is praying the court for, what he wants the court to do as regards the apology letter that was, the satirical apology letter that was written by Natasha Akpabio. Now, these are the prayers of Akpabio. 1, an order of this honorable court directing the plaintiff respondent to delete the satirical apology letter which she posted on her Facebook page on 27th April 2025 in disobedience of the express orders of this honorable court made on 4th April 2025. That's the first prayer. Now, the second prayer is an order of this honorable court directing the plaintiff respondent to delete the satirical apology letter which she posted on her Facebook page in disobedience of the express orders of the honorable court made on 4th April 2025 from all social media platforms, news outlets, take note of that, all social media platforms, news outlets, and everywhere else the satirical apology letter is being shared across the world. Now, take note of that because I'm coming back to dissect something for you as regards that. Now, the third prayer is an order of this honorable court directing the plaintiff respondent to tender a public apology to the judiciary, and the third respondent and the defendant applicant, which is to be published in 2 national dailies that are widely read across the country. Now, the fourth prayer, as requested by the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, is an order of this honorable court directing the plaintiff respondent to depose an affidavit of compliance stating that she has complied with orders 1, 2, and 3 on the face of the motion paper. Now, the fifth prayer of Akpabio is that an order of this honorable court declining to hear, take note of that, order 5, declining to hear the plaintiff respondent on the substantive suit or oblige her any relief in any application that she has complied with orders 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the face of the motion paper. And the last prayer by Godswill Akpabio is, and for such further or other orders as this honorable court may deem fit to make in the circumstance of this case. Now, I've read you 6 prayers of Godswill Akpabio. Now, let us go to prayer 2 and prayer 5. I have a bit of issues with that, and with profound respect to the legal counsel of Akpabio, in the sense that you are asking the court to give an order that the satirical apology letter should be deleted on all social media, on everywhere that it has been posted across the world. You do not have to ask the court for an order that you know that it cannot be enforced. That apology letter have circulated all around the world. Will you have the enforcement machinery to be deleting it everywhere, or on every platform, on every website, locally and internationally? The answer is no. So I find that order a bit absurd. If the prayer is granted, if it becomes an order of the court, I find it a bit absurd because it is apparently not enforceable. You can tell Natasha to delete it from her homepage. You can tell Natasha to delete it from her homepage, but for you to now tell the bloggers, website all across the world, that is not enforceable. Now to the order 5, which is that an order of this court declining to hear the plaintiff respondent on the substantive suit. Well, I find that a little bit absurd in the sense that, you are saying that the court should not entertain Natasha's case until she complies. Well, I think that is you dictating for the court, because if the court gives an order, definitely Natasha will comply because the case is still before the court. So I think it is not too all right to be stating the obvious that, oh, anything that Natasha brings to the court should not entertain it till she obeys that order. No, that is that is natural common sense. That is at the wisdom and discretion of the judge. It is not until you ask the judge. No, if the judge has given an order and Natasha has failed to obey that order, definitely the judge knows what to do. But for you to now say that the judge should not listen to anything as regards the case, it points towards that you yourself, if what you are requesting from Natasha is very difficult, that is even a way to stall the case. Because if you are requesting something difficult from Natasha and she is yet to comply, and you are asking the judge not to listen to the case, then how will there be judgment at the end of the day? So that itself may be an indirect way of stalling the case. So if you look at it, the issue between them is going really back and forth, and that's why I said, as Natasha played into the hands of Godswill Akpabio through that post, well, we would know what will happen at the end of the day. But one thing is, it is interesting to see politicians rushing to court, because Nigerian politicians only run to court when oppression no longer works. And that happened in the case of Natasha and Natasha and Akpabio too. It was when all effort to silence the woman apparently failed that, oh, Akpabio is now trying to kind of like, silence Natasha through the court. So it is interesting when you see politicians that usually disobey court order. If you see politicians now rushing to court, begging to, begging the court that please grant me this prayer so that I can be duly protected. I think that is interesting. But then there's something that I find a little bit absurd in all of this, in the sense that, I think the order of the court somehow silenced Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, because Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan is good at defending herself. But then again, you gave an order that Natasha should not discuss the case. But Akpabio's proteges are commenting and making accusations against Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, and she cannot speak. There's one Dr. Sandra Duru, also known as Professor Mbekwe. That woman, today alone, before making this video, that woman has made 3 posts as regards Natasha and Akpabio's sexual harassment. And Natasha is alleging that it is Akpabio that is allegedly sponsoring this woman. So you can see that despite the fact that there's an order of court, Akpabio have people that are speaking for him indirectly, that are making posts, that are making argument, and Natasha's hands and mouth has been tied, that she cannot speak, she cannot make any comment about it. I think that is unfair. I think the order of the court, I think it should be amended that in such a way that everybody will not have rights to speak, both Akpabio's proteges and Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, because I think the court should, the best thing is to silence everybody, in the sense that give an order silencing that Sandra Duru, or Professor Mbekwe, as she's fondly called, give an order that is silencing her too, so that we know that everywhere will remain calm. But if you give an order that Natasha should be quiet, but the stooge of Akpabio, they are busy making posts, they are busy making comments, they are busy attacking the woman, I think that is an unfair order in the true sense of it. So I think Justice Binta Nyako should look at this, make the order holistic, banning everybody, in fact, ban every Nigerian from discussing the matter, ban everybody. That would be fair. But for you to ban only Natasha and Akpabio, but the political, associate and the political sympathizers of Akpabio are making posts, I think that is not fair. It's been an interesting time with you on this episode. Subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past video. I have great, interesting videos coming your way. See you in my next video. I love you all sincerely.